Hello and welcome to this series of videos about FS Mail. This particular video is specifically for people who used Outlook in the past to send mail merge emails to groups of people. We're going to look at the process involved in setting up Outlook so that you can continue to use it as a mail handler with mail merge products to send things out. You'll notice that I have Outlook opened here. I have Exchange configured on it. This is actually my Exchange account. There's not much left there because we've sent things up, but you'll see that it is live. I do have a bunch of sent items here. So that's here right now, and we're going to step through the process of configuring an FS Mail account in Outlook, removing the existing Exchange account. That way Outlook will continue to work even after the Exchange server has gone away, and we'll avoid a lot of problems by accomplishing this. We're going to start out by going to Tools. Click on the Tools option up there, and then on Account Settings. This is where it lists the accounts that you currently have. You'll notice we do have an Exchange account here. What we're going to do first is create a new account. This new account is going to be an IMAP account, so this screen is okay. We'll move forward with it. I'm going to enter my name here and my email address. And I'm entering the entire email address at fsmail.bradley.edu. Now I could enter password twice, but since I'm going to manually configure the server settings down here, it would turn out I'd have to enter the password again anyway, so I don't bother doing that. This is going to be an internet email account. Notice my name and email address are already there. I'm going to change this from POP to IMAP. The incoming mail server is imap.gmail.com. The outgoing mail server is a server that we have here on campus specifically to accommodate sending out large numbers of messages from individual machines on campus. Its name is mailhub.bradley.edu. This machine is only available from on campus, so you don't really need to worry too much about it. The username, again, this is for FS Mail. This is going to be my BUNet ID again, at fsmail.bradley.edu. I can only say that as fast as I can type. Enter my password. Remember that password, and then we're going to go to more settings because we have to make some changes over here. There are actually several things that you can do over here. You can list Bradley as the organization, and that'll show up in the headers. You can change the reply to address if you wish. You can deal with an outgoing server. If the outgoing server requires the authentication, you can enter that information here. In our case, since we're using MailHub and it's on campus, there's no authentication necessary. You have to be on the network, and that is, in fact, authentication. The connection is not important. Advanced is the only thing that we really need to be concerned about. And the first thing is this incoming mail server port, which is 993. And then the type of encryption for it is SSL. Outgoing server is port 25, and there's no encryption on it. So that actually finishes this. We're going to make sure I didn't typo anything by testing the settings. And that worked fine. So we're golden here. We're good. And now we finish. You'll notice now that I have the FS Mail account configured here. I'm going to make that the default. Then I'm going to highlight the Exchange account that's configured here, and I'm just going to remove it. That doesn't really make any difference at this particular point in time, but a little later on, once the Exchange server is gone, if that's configured in your Outlook configuration, you could have some problems with it. So we just delete it and avoid those problems. At this point, you're actually set up and you could send mail out with this. You'll notice right here is a test message that we sent while we were in there. I'm going to go ahead and delete that. Here is your FS Mail account. I'm going to go down. The only thing you're really going to be interested in here probably is the inbox, and I'm going to change it so that it adds to the favorites. That way it's up here at the top. Makes it a little easier. You don't have to move down. Now, one of the problems with an IMAP account is that whenever you send and receive, whenever it synchronizes with that IMAP account, it's synchronizing all of these folders with the labels that you've got in FS Mail. And if you've got a large amount of mail in FS Mail, that can take a significant amount of time. So we're going to try to avoid that kind of a problem. We're going to go back up to Tools and down to Options. We're going to look at Mail Setup, and we're going to look at the Send and Receive settings right here. First of all, you'll notice that this box is checked. You should make sure that that box is checked on yours. You do want to send immediately when you are connected to the internet. Then we're going to click on Send Receive to look at those options. And actually what we're going to do is click on this Edit button right here. We're going to change some things. This part, including the selected account in this, is fine. Sending email items is fine. Getting the folder unread count, that's fine for received folders. We're going to change this option right here for received mail items. And we're going to switch it so that rather than synchronizing all of the folders, which would be what would happen if we had this one checked, or synchronizing just the headers, which is this one, we're going to click on the one down at the bottom. And in so doing, we're going to make sure now that there's only one box that is checked on this group, and that's this inbox right here. So we're going to synchronize the inbox, but all of the other labels or all of the other folders we are not going to synchronize. So that's okay. This is now as we want it. We're okay here. And I want to show you real quick the difference. Well, I won't be showing you the difference, but I'll show you that the synchronization really runs very, very quickly when the only thing you're looking at is whatever is in the inbox itself. That completes this level of training. This instance of Outlook is configured to access FS Mail, so it will continue to work after the Exchange server goes away. It synchronizes only the inbox, so it's not going to be a time-consuming issue when it goes to synchronize, and you will be able to use it to send mail merge emails. Thank you for tuning in. I hope you'll come back and see us again next time.